Hey guys, today I am finally going to talk about what happened to my finger and why it's been black for the last couple of videos, so let's get into the story. Back in December of 2021, we were in the car, I was driving, we had our puppy in the car, we were going to get gas right next to where we were going to get him some puppy shots, so I pulled up to the gas station and it was pretty windy, so the door automatically slammed back on my hand. I continued getting gas and then we went next door and got our puppy shots done. While we were in line for the shots, my finger started turning black and it was burning and it was hurting. By the time I got home, my finger looked like this, and thankfully I had a finger splint already from a previous injury, so I just put that baby on so it wasn't touching anything because the pain when it touched anything was unbearable. By February, my nail started splitting in two, so I was pretty concerned because I was reading forums and they were saying not to get it wet or to have it super moist, so I didn't know what to do, so I went to the doctor. She basically told me I could do really anything to it and that there was nothing she could do for it. A lot of people had been telling me to poke my finger with a needle, and she said it was good that I didn't because oftentimes it leads to an infection, so there's that at least. Then she recommended using some nail glue or nail polish to make it look less ugly and to keep it from splitting even more, but it just kept happening, so I just decided to leave it alone, and then I lived a life of a lot of band-aids. So the band-aids were basically to protect my finger from myself because I am constantly using my hands, and it was raised. So when the blood collected, it raised up my finger, which is why it hurt so much, is all that pressure, which is why people often poke it to relieve it. So it was two different levels. So anytime I would do anything with crochet work or even just putting on clothes, it would get caught on stuff and then be ripping at it, which would lead to a lot of pain, obviously. As my finger started growing out, there was also this little hump on it, but honestly, I didn't care because it was starting to look like a normal finger and not black, and I was tired of people asking me why my hands were so dirty. If you're looking at these clips and wondering how my fingernail at the very bottom is like the normal color of a fingernail, it's because whenever I was cleaning underneath my other fingers, sometimes I would forget and I would start scraping, wondering why my fingers was so dirty, and then all the dry blood would come out.
So they said hopefully by December they thought my fingernail would grow out, but I think he's doing pretty good. We're in April and we're halfway.
At this point, I started wearing band-aids every single day, every minute of the day, and I also got this tape so that nothing could get stuck in between the little parts of the band-aid that's opened. So this is what it looks like, and everyone asks if I cut my finger with a butcher knife now. Nice. So as you can see, it's just got this little piece left, but I'm not supposed to pick at it. I've gone to the doctor and they said not to do that. So I'm trying to be good and follow the rules, even though it's really tempting, especially right now. So today I'm gonna do my press ups. So I'm using Wellies. They are my favorite Band-Aid brand, and I'm using the Johnson & Johnson. It's like a placing tape for if you like sprained your finger, you tape it together, but I'll show you how I use it. And then just a plain pair of scissors for this, which is the Wellies Triple Action First Aid Antibiotic and Pain Reliever. So just put a little bit on here. Since there's this open area where stuff can still get in, I like to tape it. So I just take a part of this and I'll cut it off. Then I take my scissors and I snip it down the middle. Then the top, ceiling, bottom, and top. And this would be good for just an average day. This is how I've been dressing it. I'm going to put a little bit more on though because I am going to be doing some embroidery. So that while I'm working, no threads or anything gets in there. So I can also put one on the top like this. Squish it down. Squish it down. And then I overlap these two. pinch this guy around, around. And that's it. By May, I was picking at the top of it because it just like kept coming off in chunks, but it was still stuck on the corners. It was really annoying. On June 9th, here's my finger. You could still see that nice little hump right there, but it's moving out. It's moving towards the end, so we like it like that. But it's still pretty weak, and I'm still having to put Neosporin on my nail to keep it nice and moist and take in those daily vitamins.